Okay.
I find at least because of the meta right now with the medium and large bases just kind of dominating. Those games really snowball pretty
I was
hard.
gonna say it's probably because it's the one that can run away the most.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of the thing with salvage in the first iteration was I think we had 5 salvage tokens then, and it could just snowball so quickly. And like if you had, like I remember you had the N1s that could take an R2 and would get a free evade, so they would pick up a salvage, go 5 straight, get a free evade, and then take a focus and just kind of be like, yeah, just try and knock the salvage off of me.
Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, thankfully now you can, and you also weren't able to turn around before, which like cost me a game at the scrub down against Doug Howe because I couldn't sloop with Gavin.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
You're like, I want to get back in the fight, but I cannot.
I can't. I am just.
You were encouraging me to run away, but thankfully that improvement was made.
Yeah, there was no top 16. We did a top 8. Jason.
We 48 players overall. Cut to top 16. No, we just said it wasn't cut to
Matt, you're not corroborating what I'm saying.
Cut to top 8.
Matt's insubordinates can only be acceptable for so much longer.
Currently on the table, we have Joshua Richardson and Andrew Block.
Both played on stream yesterday.
Yes, both of these we had on stream. Joshua on the first round and Andrew maybe the second. No, he was
the
it was
last
the
game
5th
with
round.
Doug. Yeah.
And then I was thinking of Ryan Stanisuski because they flew basically
against each other.
Yeah.
Or,
Andrew's exact list except for it had Volt instead of Merrick Steele.
Yeah, I mean he pulled a bit of an upset, I guess. I mean, not that Andrew's a great player. But I think he expected to lose to Ryan, and I guess Road he was able to move last a lot, which really helped.
I think this is just scientific proof that Merrick Steele's better than Volt Scaris. That's the one thing we should take away.
Yeah, and I don't like Procket Merrick, but I like what he can do in certain matchups. I just think as a more versatile piece, I like the build I've put on him.
Specifically in that pseudo mirror, Merrick can mess up a decimator. Once the shields are down, Merrick can just be like, "Here's a crit, here's a crit, here's a crit," and I get to pick which one they are.
Yeah.
On the other table, we have Michael Simon. Some of you may know him as Biophysical from the old FFG forums. And then we also have, he's playing against Zach Matthews, who some of you may know as the Zach Matthews.
I think they're ready to go.
All right.
So we'll start time, if you don't mind, Matt.
I will do such a thing.
All right, let's do the lists here. We'll see who on the other table makes it. If we learn who wins that game, we will report it here for you all. That's what we do here. We're X-Wing reporters. We're reporting the facts.
Well, I'm going to get going on Andrew Block since he is getting going already.
Yeah.
All right, so he is flying Rear Admiral Chiranu with Ruthless, Death Troopers, Darth Vader, crew that is, Agile Gunner, Electronic Baffle, and the Dauntless title. As I mentioned before, he is flying Merrick Steele with Ruthless, Marksmanship, and Proton Rockets. And then we have, pardon me, I have to sneeze. Hopefully that didn't go.
That was so loud. Oh, my God.
I leaned away. Hope that.
It
Anyway,
was the loudest thing ever.
We have Tomix Bren in the TIE SA Bomber with True Grit, Plasma Torpedoes, and Ion Bombs. That is the standard loadout Tomax Bren. Then we have Lieutenant Laurier in the TIE Interceptor with Lone Wolf and Targeting Computer. And then we also have the standard loadout Deathfire, who has Swift Approach, Condonets, and Proton Bombs.
Swift Approach. Hey, let's see how swift his approach is here.
I mean, he did go pretty fast.
Oh, it will be swift. On the left, playing the Rebel Alliance, Joshua Richardson, who had kind of a... He did a good job against Corey, but kind of a lucky end to his game where he should have lost Han on one hole. He just didn't. Playing, but hey, made it to top 4. Well done to both players. Just congratulations to these two for getting to this point. And it is not easy. This game is difficult, and it's good for them. Han Solo, Perceptive Co-Pilot. We've got Chopper, Bistan, Engine Upgrade, and Millennium Falcon. I've never seen this version of Han before in my
I'm
life.
sure you haven't.
Luke Skywalker, another version of Luke that I think this might be the first time I've seen him on stream here. Instinctive aim, attack speed, proton torpedoes, and a little thing called R2-D2. Great value at 5 points. Battle of Yavin.
At least this one's standard loadout. The other one is a customizable but standard loadout.
Yeah,
Han.
right? And for 6 points.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, we got a party foul. Oh, no. Rack. Yeah, that happens with the tall
pegs.
The tall pegs. Going back, could you move Fen Rao up over Luke for me?
Certainly.
Where I have our I-6 Fang fighter pilot, Fen Rao. He likes to get rowdy. Predator, Crackshot, and Beskar. Reinforced plating. Gets to ditch that crit if he has the ship shooting at him in his front arc. It's a one-time use. He can spend 2 charges to do that, or 1 charge if he just wants to damage face down, which I just don't think people do that. Use it for that. It's just something you can do. And then we have Keo Venzi with Lone Wolf and Concussion Missiles. So we have a 5-ship list versus a 4-ship list. It's the classic matchup. It's Rebels versus the Empire.
Indeed.
Betting is open. Who you got? Will the Dark Lord of the Sith reign supreme in his Decimator, or will the what did Leia call him? A stuck-up, scruffy-looking nerfer be victorious?
Who are you calling scruffy looking?
Ooh, scruffy looking. Punch it, Chewie.
That has so you've done some good impressions over this weekend. That was not a good one.
I don't do a good Han impression.
Yeah.
I like to really make Butcher by too.
If you're gonna start,
My name's Han Solo.
that is terrible.
I do it. I know. It's supposed to be that.
So
I don't even try.
if you're gonna do a Han Solo impression, you have to start with your Harrison Ford impression, which means you have to get the finger point down. You have to start with the finger point and then work your way to the voice.
Yeah. A fast trip made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs. Look at that piece of junk.
So we got the Rebels deciding, you know what, I don't feel like jousting the rest of your
Tangoing
list.
with Rear Admiral Chiranu.
Whereas the Luke and Keo both went super fast up top. I think I've seen the attack run boost from Luke probably about 5 or 6 times this weekend, and I think that's about the 5th or 6th time period that I've seen attack run. It's cool.
It's actually attack speed.
Attack speed. Sorry. Sorry.
You can call it whatever you want.
I've been out of the game for a little bit.
We're gonna call it the funny. That's what Doug was calling Tomax's ability, the funny man.
Okay.
Remember that yesterday, the funny man? It's like, I can't funny man this turn. Like, all right. We all got different ways of calling things.
As you can see, we are joined again by the Flash.
The Flash is on Block's side as he is representing the Core Confederacy of Independent Systems. That's his team. He is the team captain. He's brought his dog Waylon. He's not here in the store, but he brought him with him on his trip here to Crossroads. So we've got Battle of Atlanta, Georgia versus I don't know what part of Michigan Joshua's from. Let's just say somewhere on the hand.
The Mighty Mitt.
The Mighty Mitt, yep. Let's just say, do we just assume Grand Rapids? Is that is that just the assumption you make if you're from Michigan? You're from Grand Rapids.
You know, that's fair. I'll go with that.
I don't think Joshua's from Detroit, but maybe he's from Detroit. I don't think so.
Matthew Corser says no, but he's provided no other information.
No. He's doing his best Tim Hauser impression. No, you don't just assume Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Oh, and fighting words. What's the other Grand Rapids? And then there's
Detroit.
Well, Detroit, but then there's another big, densely populated suburban area.
Well, that's definitely not Detroit. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been to Michigan.
From SE, Michigan. He's from Southeast Michigan. That's not a. Is that the name of the
city?
Area, the city. I'm from SE. What? Yeah. Oh, and we're on round 2, by the way, Mr. Scorekeeper person. All right, here we go. Deathfire. We're doing ourselves, I think it's like a 3-bank.
Is he deciding he's looking at swift approach? Maybe, I don't know, because he can launch, but I don't think you want to launch a bomb right now.
Yeah, where no one's gonna be.
Yeah.
Not so swift, not so fast. Deathfire. It's just gonna focus, not taking a crate.
Yeah. Mostly we've seen Deathfire used as an objective monkey. He's like, hey, I got an objective, and here's some bombs.
Yeah.
He's not brought to shoot
The
his
objective orangutan.
Fair enough. I mean,
Yeah, fair.
not a bow.
So you guys should see. So whenever I make those jokes, I just look at Matt for validation.
That one I didn't cringe at. So he's
like, what do you think of that one, Matt? What did you think? Metro Detroit area, says Matt Corster. Gotcha.
We have Keo Venzi picking up an objective. We'll make Keo a little less maneuverable, but the points are worth it. Especially when you're all the way up at the top side of the board. You just evade and have force.
Yeah.
Say, come on, try and knock this off. And we have Tomax turning up and grabbing an objective for himself.
Keep talking, man.
Okay, I will. Is somebody saying that my volume's low again?
No, that is mine. I don't know why I didn't believe you.
Why
That
did
is
I
my
get
microphone.
louder in my ear?
Oh, I'm just going to turn you up a little bit more.
All right, we've got Rack doing a maneuver of some sort.
Here comes Rack.
2 straight. Will he pick up he is picking up the objective.
Oh, nice. Look at Rack go. You should come to Michigan sometime, Matt. It's a fun time. Do you smoke?
I do not.
Yeah. Well, versus Corsair is like permanently zooted.
Are the bets still open?
Yeah, betting is open. You should get your bets in. This is top 4. This is the time to bet. Who is your horse in this race? Luke taking a lock on the Deathfire, just in range, barely. Just in range.
Just outside. Oh.
Just a bit outside.
Looks like Han will have his double tap shot. He'll get a shot in the Deathfire and the Desi.
Let's listen in to the players in our mic'd up moment, brought to you by Matt Carey.
This is our mic that thing up moment.
Mic that thing up.
Fen just is playing it safe. He's like, I'll engage later. Right now, I'm just escort buddy.
I will check for Vader. Don't have it in Vader.
Okay.
No
Nothing for
Vader crew
Fen.
trigger.
We'll do the range 3 at Rack.
First roll of the game.
Good, our first catch of the day.
Using the hot ability because just one ain't cool.
Ticks 1, drops Fox.
All right, got that crit in, so immediately lost it.
Yeah.
RNG
Just
be
far
like
back
that
behind it, you can go right
sometimes.
around there.
It, as they say, it
Skip
do be
me.
like that.
It do be like that. Sometimes it do.
Bistan. 3 obstructed into Deathfire. Just
Here,
confirming
Bistan
that.
shot.
Yep, has
Yep.
all the focuses, so he can definitely do that double tap.
Heyo, spend it for 3. Deathfire rolling 3 natural evades.
Oh wow,
I feel like Deathfire just rolled out of so many
No,
shots.
he has,
in,
like-
in the career of his games on stream.
the time that I remember seeing him blow up. Oop, just got a little
It
bump.
was just
there.
when he got bombed to death by
Was-
Doug.
yeah, when he got proton bombed to death by Doug, which is a fantastic game. If y'all,
Oh my gosh, Rear
Oh.
Admiral Chirnu. Han. No, oh, he's gonna re-roll. Oh,
That's
it
a good
works
call.
out. Good call.
So trading 1-for-1 with Han.
Han's gonna be in a little bit of a funky spot. Like he can't really like too hard comfortably.
I would just one bank and then cruise your way through the
Just
debris there,
Cruise for a bruise.
and just
4 hits. This is the Proton Torpedo. Deathfire is taking hit, crit. Let's listen in on the crit.
Crit is a hull breach.
Hull breach.
As I was saying, if
Deathfire shot into Han. Range 3. I think it's range 3 obstructed back.
if you viewers get a chance
It's a little off to me,
and
actually.
are
to me.
subscribed, I recommend going
Yeah,
back
discern
and
is better
looking
than
at
nothing,
yesterday's
but-
game between
This is
Andrew
a,
Block
looks
and
like to me.
Doug Howe
Yes.
Have you?
to watch that
Wanna call
Deathfire
Judge?
get
Yeah.
bombed.
Judge,
It's judge time, folks.
Judge.
If not, you can wait some time and see it on
This is a
YouTube when
silly
it gets
shot, I
uploaded.
guess.
Yeah.
no.
If you're not a subscriber, you can wait till
Just
it's on
being
YouTube,
problematic.
or you can skip the ads and subscribe to the 312 crew.
Also, if you subscribe,
For a very significant
11 more
shot, dude.
subscribers, and then we can
That's true.
roll
Well, they do their
For
judge call really quick. Here's the
the-
goals.
the scenario die. Only 11 more to get to 140.
Okay,
Just
nice.
Not a fan of Andrew's shirt today. Show us the guns.
Yesterday he was wearing the Tinder
It's
Gods.
2 points for me, 1 point for you.
He isn't
top.
exercising his Second Amendment rights on either arm.
I'm
All right,
not going
2 to
rotate,
1. It was
so-
out. That shot was out. So 2 objectives for Block, 1 for Josh. As we head to round 3, top 4 here at Crossroads.
Miles on Tomac.
Salvage mission. Let's see if either player can salvage this game. No.
I looked at you that time.
No.
So I would think Deathfire would nimble bomber a what has he got? He's got the counter nets and the proton bombs. Drop one of the 2 of them to
yeah.
scare Luke off, and then just try and get the heck out, and maybe eventually make his way down to the southern objective that got knocked off Iraq. While
Does Luke just 1 straight? I think that's enough to avoid the bomb, right?
with a nimble bomber being able to bank it and
Right.
the bank being a little bit longer, it may not be enough. It can avoid the counter net, but I don't know about the proton bomb.
Peculiar situation we have ourselves in. There's something going on with the dice cam at the bottom. These are little things that I catch because I'm crazy. They say I'm crazy. Where is the dice cam though? Here it is.
Han can 1 or 2 bank. That'll keep him somewhat engaged, and he can hope for other folks to stay to pull in a little closer to him, because both Tomax and Merrick are making their way towards the center, so he might be able to get a double tap clip there. I don't know exactly what Fen is going to be doing. He could 1 hard and start engaging Rack, but I don't know. That's a risky play, because, well, I suppose he does have the best car, so he can toss a crit if Rack decides to toss one to him.
Well, shots fired in the chat. Can we salvage a new joke? And I retort with a, can we salvage Yo Mama?
Oh, fair enough.
Will Scott, proud owner of the 5 dice blank out range 3 obstructed 1 shot of Anakin at the Ada.
Was also here today. He made top 8.
And he also played really well, made top 8.
Yep.
But us X-Wing players only remember those terrible moments, right? We're like, oh, yeah, you forget. Yeah, dude, you made top 8, dude. But it's like, the way it ended.
Andrew Block wins the road with a crit for a given value of win.
Congratulations on
There.
being the recipient of the first player award.
There is that nimble bomber. Looks like he's using the counter net.
Fen needs to be facing Rack to turn Beskar on. That is true. He's, Fen and Han, the I-6 is kind of going the other way, which benefits Block big time, because he could maybe bully Luke or just chase down and get some sniped shots into Han.
It's kind of why I was thinking Fen might do the 1 hard in.
Yeah, I feel like if Han is kiting and only able to shoot 1 ship at a time and not being able to Bistan, then you probably are not doing it wrong, but you can only afford to do that a couple times.
I think if he does the 1 bank, he can still nail Deathfire, though. And we'll probably have a shot on somebody else. Probably Rack. Laurier doing a 4 straight? 5, maybe? And then probably going to either barrel roll boost. Not barrel roll boost. Bendy barrel roll, or he's going to boost. Oh, he's taking a target lock.
And it's in.
Yep, it's targeting. Will he boost?
Deathfire might be in Rack's way now.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, we'll take a look. And then we're going to link it to a boost.
There it is.
So just setting up for a double modded shot later. We obviously know Fenn's not going to be in range to get shot at by Lurir. By the lieutenant himself.
But when you're sitting on 2 objectives, you know, maybe Rack doesn't need to chase as hard as he may want to. Because he's got 2 objectives and then one of the objectives sitting deep in the Empire side.
So Buddha, Andrew, and I say Buddha, really, who's Buddha? Buddha's block. If you ever hear me call him Buddha, so this is his Discord name. Him dropping the counter net, I think, really helps Josh. I mean, in the sense that, like, he can now probably get close enough to take the crate and still bank away from the counter net next turn.
I agree. I think the proton bomb would have been the better call, but I mean, it's nice to have it there as a deterrent.
Yeah.
Unfortunate too hard here, I feel. Just going to focus up, I would assume. Yeah, there you go. And Mr. Rack doing the 3 bank might clear it. I think he does. There it is.
Nicely done. It fits by a bit, like a glove.
What do you think? Reinforce forward?
Why? Well, I guess Han's arc is what, left, right now?
Yeah, but also Rack has an ability.
Yeah, he's got a good. Well, yeah. You don't know anything about Rack, Matt. What do you know about Rack? You've only terrorized me with him twice in one tournament.
He did take an. Thank you. Reinforce forward. There we go. Big one. Now we got Luke.
Oh.
You know what? We were wrong. The counter net was the great choice. It's 1 damage on Luke.
Yep. So he does hit the counter net. Wow, I'm surprised that he went that fast. Any other bank and he could barrel roll and be okay. Huh.
Get some ions and we'll take a focus.
Yep, certainly can't block. Wow. That could be pretty big, for sure. Not going to be able to grab the crate next turn either, because you are honest.
Yeah, he'll have Merrick turn in on him, but I don't think you have anybody else that can really capitalize on Luke's ionization.
And outside of, like, things that allow you to spend red tokens or whatever, I think 3 ions or 1 on Luke, it doesn't make a difference, right? In this case. It's just what the rules say.
Yeah,
put 3 down.
Just following the rules.
It
mattered yesterday. It'll matter if, like, Andrew Block gets ionized because he's got electronic baffle on Rear Admiral Chiernu. A Fish is Born says Tomax can drop an ion bomb and keep it Luke ioned. That is true. If he does that, then he cannot capitalize with Tomax then, which, I mean, is fair, but yeah. And then we have...
Oh, goodness. This is going to be spicy.
I believe that will be range 1 with Fenrau. Not as spicy as the other Fenrau, but it does give him his Concordia face-off. Oh, yes. Invader will.
Appreciate it.
Oh, no, Han.
Yep.
No starve
Thanks.
engagement.
Block. Appreciate that. Using the big tokens for us. And the glare.
With Han.
They're there. They're there.
Did they just skip the Vader trigger?
Rack is going to
there it is.
Yeah.
Vader, right.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
gotta
take a damage
acknowledge
or
the-
remove the focus.
Focus.
What do? You take the damage here? You
I
only get
think,
shot at once?
I think in this case you're taking the damage
got
because
the
Rack at range
reinforce.
1 with 4 dice.
Yeah,
Focus.
Beskar. Okay.
Beskar only works on crit, so I mean, which
So,
Rack
looks
is
like we do
likely
have
to get a
both
crit.
options
So
with Rack
you know,
shots.
You'll
I-
be able to Bistan either one, whoever he starts with.
Range 3
I think this is into rack.
and focus for 2 and a crit.
Reinforces 1, takes 2.
so 2 crits into Rear Admiral.
And 3 obstructed into Deathfire.
These 3 obstructing Death Fighters are actually
Definitely
down to
obstructed,
2
right?
hull already.
Yes.
Non-ability.
All right, he sees that 1 blank. He's like, I need 3. He doesn't get it. He gets 1.
Got it. And then Fen, range 2 and bullseye at Deathfire.
Oh,
Deathfire is the choice. Going for the kill over just more shots into the big boy.
that's a good shot.
Crack.
Takes 2.
Yeah,
takes
I'll
2.
take it.
And
Deathfire will go down.
at I6.
3 points for Josh. 4-2 right now.
Comes off at 6.
Unlike his
And I'll
customizable
give
loadout
you 3
version,
points.
this Deathfire does not get to fire death upon his death.
Because is it his ability that allows him after he moves he
Yes.
can drop? Okay.
Yeah. The standard loadout version of Deathfire gets to do stuff.
Oh my gosh. Rack's ability, that's 3 hits and a crit. So you hope for, you can Beskar as well and just take 1, which is still pretty good.
Yep.
Disable power regulator. So next round will be Ion.
Oh,
So he's not
And
What?
then
interesting, not using Beskar.
no Luke
but
shot.
what?
It
Is there
for
any
3
reason why you
obstructed
wouldn't?
to Keo.
Trying to
not
think
in
here.
my mind.
You might
No,
have
Beskar,
Beskar.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's using
Forgot about
Beskar now. Okay.
Okay. So he does not take that. So
Yeah,
ignore
it's
the
3
crit.
obstructed to Keo, so I'm just going to shoot a
I was
primary.
surprised, but he just forgot about it for a second.
Hit crit.
Hit crit into Keo. Keo's in there with Force Evade. That's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Mega Silver.
Down to my 5.
Thank you so much. Saying go, Andrew. That gets us to 131. We're 9 subs away from our goal of giving away a scenario die. 9 away.
With the focus.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate that. Wayland Force. Yep. Not using our Force because he's got Wayland Force. Although, to be fair, I can't really tell what that token looks like.
Yeah. I can
that's why we
see a
use the
little bit of a
Merrick's 4
dog,
points.
but
Yeah.
Instinctive aim.
knowing that it was Force.
Instinctive aiming here.
Oh, into Merrick. I feel like I would have just taken the range.
Either one.
Throwing dice all over the place.
Little
Ooh,
too
not
much,
great so far. That's
Ah,
better.
it's not
2
bad.
crits.
2 crits and a
Yep. So that
There's
It's
one-
crit.
1 crit into
he
Merrick.
rolled.
And the
Oh,
box.
he rolled for you. Box is dropped.
Oh, fair
Merrick
enough.
taking a shield. Yeah, makes sense.
Just back there somewhere.
Just making sure
Actually,
it's
it's
deep
alright.
in Empire territory.
why don't we go this
Nobody's
way?
getting this. Oh,
Well,
nope.
Luke can't take it anyway. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
just over here.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Luke is out of torps now, right?
Correct.
Did that look beyond range 1?
Just a little,
Down
but
to 3s. Nothing there. 3 obstructed back at you. Primary. I will spend.
2 baits.
yeah. KO shot.
End
but safe.
phase. Move the reinforce. I will get 1 box. You'll get 1 box. So 3 and 5.
Yep.
5-3 Josh. As we head into round 3, I'll be right back.
All right. Now that Nick is gone, it's time to misbehave, chat. You can misbehave. I'm not going to misbehave. I'm a good boy. So Lavrier, I would probably just taking a too hard in and focusing, just trying to capitalize on the target lock that you took on Finn last turn, and then Rack is in an interesting spot. I don't know what he can capitalize. If he does the 1 bank, he can just Dauntless and potentially lay into Fenn for whatever he does.
This is gonna be a close game. I don't think either player is gonna have an opportunity to take more than a couple of crates each, especially with Luke being ionized and then the other 2 crates being behind Andrew's bombers.
Those getting kicked out far behind.
Yeah. It's usually the strategy, right? When you knock off a crate of your opponents, you just put it behind them in a place where they would have to go way out of their way to get it again.
Yeah, it's either that or you put it in a spot that you can get to it before them.
Yep.
Joshua, knowing that the ones that he's hitting at deep range 3, he's not going to get to, especially with Luke ionized. Luke can't pick up the crate, so tossing it far away to where nobody can get it is the better call at that point.
Right. And Merrick's got to be careful. You can't just 1 banker too hard. and grab that crate because Luke can just one straight instinctive aim torp you again.
I
and
believe
just
Luke
lose the
has
crate
used
again.
both proton torps at this point.
Oh, he fired the first one earlier. Yep. So
But
little
he's-
less threatening, but still you're opening yourself up to just take kind of some free damage and then lose the crate potentially again with some
it's
RNG.
Still a 3-die shot that is fairly modded.
Oh, and so Fen is, I think Fen's only is at 3 hull, not 2, right? Because he best scarred the crit and he took 1 from.
Did he take the Vader damage?
He took the focus off.
Oh, he took the focus
Yeah,
off.
we were
That was-
talking about taking the damage ourselves, like that would be the call we would do, but he didn't do that.
I thought I saw
He
him
removed the
take it.
focus.
Okay. That was the misunderstanding. Not a lot of damage on Joshua's side, just 1 chipped off of Han, Fen, and Luke. And then Deathfire obviously gone. And Rack has a few shields out, and 1 shield on Merrick. So not a incredibly high potency game, but especially compared to some of the rounds that we had in the last game and yesterday. But
High potency. Well, I guess we'll see how it escalates.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Han and Rack are really going to clash, like heading towards each other, just based on Han's trajectory. I don't think that's going to happen in this game. But yeah, I mean, things are. What I do like about the way this is set up right now is that things are really easy for me to digest. I can see everybody where they are clearly. I can see all the token. Like, only Fen is slightly obstructed, but still you can tell where he is.
no hidden ships.
No. Imagine if there was a gauntlet, man.
Haven't seen those for a while.
Yeah, trying to think. The Golden State Games had multiple gauntlets.
Oh, really?
2 or 3 lists with gauntlets.
Which faction do you know? All of them?
I believe there was, I think Rebels. It was mostly Rebels. Certainly wasn't Republic.
All right. So now we are in the systems phase. We are dropping that ion bomb. Just going to make sure Luke just never gets to set a dial again.
Yeah, no damage done by ion bombs is one thing to keep in mind. So Luke is just that 1 shield down with, assuming no other damage, it'll just be more ion tokens once he gets hit by it.
Yep.
Unlike Connor Nets that do a guaranteed damage in 3 ions, just 3 ions for the ion bomb.
There we get the 2 hard that I had suggested.
Sit there with the focus.
Yep, because you got target lock on Fen, so you got target lock focus. And if you keep Rack in the way, there's no way that Fen's getting around to range 1. So,
Yeah, exactly.
are we side slipping? We are side slipping. That'll recover the force.
He has an objective marker token up top too.
Yep.
So the carriers on, it's just they each have 1, yeah. So Kyo's the carrier for Josh, and then it looks like Tomax is the other carrier.
Yeah, for block. Yep. Trying to take a target lock. We'll get it on somebody, most likely Tomax. Yeah, that's probably the one you're going to have a shot on anyway.
Yep, has concussion missiles and Lone Wolf, although I'm not sure Luke will get out of range 2 there once he does his ion maneuver.
Yeah, and this sets Tomax up for another turn to ionize Luke.
Tomax Tomax is kind of basically just eating a concussion missile. He's not responding.
I mean, if you're...
He does turn towards the crate and is going to take it.
Just going to rely on 3 agility and a shield.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you got some health still. Healthy boy. Trying the 3 straight. You guys in the chat, Matt Korsher saying, I don't think this is going to clear stress. Or was that a 4 in his hand? Maybe he had the wrong template. Or rather, this is Rack that's moving right now. We're train tracking.
Back on there.
If you want me to hold something, it'll be easier for you to move Rack than me.
I
Just one side.
Don't know why they
so I'll
grabbed a
hold
straight
this
template.
and the 3.
Yep.
Oh, it's a
If
3
you wanna
bank?
maybe hold the 1
Okay.
bank, or I guess as long as we have the 3, we have the 1 bank. So
Oh, they were using it to train track.
Looks
He's
pretty
just
good to
doing
me.
1
a little
bank.
bit my way on the front. That's all. Yep.
Okay. I can put
Okay.
Rack down.
And then if you want to hold Rack, you can get templates. Nice grip.
Nice.
And bumps and fat.
Oh, this is yours. I'm going to Dauntless. What's my action gonna be? Ooh, you are farther than I thought I would.
If Fen, I think any blue maneuver that Fen's doing will not clear stress because it's not going to get out of range of Death Troopers. So Fen's kind of
Oh, that's right.
Oh, let's rotate.
Death Troopers are on rack. He rotates.
Luke. Doing the one bank.
This way?
Yep.
got an eye on one bank out of Luke, but just going to keep doing those for a while.
Only focus.
Yeah, and he's not even taking a shot at that. Wow. Okay. Thought one
Yes.
straight. He at least
Gonna
shoot
need one for
Eric.
that.
Yeah, he'll shoot Merrick.
Oh, you think he has arc?
Yeah, I believe he does.
Fen is going to one hard stay put. So,
Does not remove the stress.
yep. Han.
Yep, Fen did not move, did not clear stress, did not collect $200.
Yeah, that shot from Warrior is a little scary.
Yeah,
Range 2 shots from anything into things. Bad news bears. Now you might have to rotate. Do you rotate?
Focus.
I guess you can still shoot rack.
yeah.
Yes,
BMF
gonna
153. Thank you for the follow. And Fen takes a second damage, so Larir shot even more meaningful now. It's Vader damage into Fen. Down to 2 hull.
We got the bomb detonating again,
Yep.
re-ionizing Luke.
Do you mind minusing 1 hull from Fen for me? Thank you, sir.
I did it before.
Yeah,
Did it like
just prematurely.
6 minutes ago.
3 hits. From Han into rack. Who's
Down
taking
to
it
10.
all? 1, 2, 3.
Range 0 from Fen.
Only 10 health left.
Yeah, no reinforce though. So,
Ooh, got
hit
the
crit into rear admiral Chiru.
Crit is a console fire.
Console fire.
And he gets to use that console
It's
fire.
8. Down to 5.
He gets to. How exciting!
Yeah.
You had it, so yours
no
first.
ships here. Looks like nothing here, but I'll check. Nothing
Yeah,
there.
Okay.
Rack will take the range 0.
Console.
Yes, good call.
Rolling for console fire, takes a damage.
Another.
Let me put a crit marker out there. Let's get the card.
Oh,
Let's
we
get a
have
crit marker.
Oh, yeah.
Statususki cookies.
Oh, negative.
We're going to give some of these away on stream.
I'll take range 0.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Who needs this game? We
Pretty
got
good.
cookies.
All right.
Too.
Yep.
Thank you, Ryan.
So hit 2 crits on Fen. That'll be 5.
Thank you.
All right. Still on 5s. Luke just has, is that a range 3
So
on
Fen,
there?
see another damage card? Is that enough to kill?
I don't see another damage card on there.
No.
Really close.
maybe
I think
two.
it is range 3. If I'm not touching cardboard here. If I'm touching cardboard on Luke, so it is range 3.
Okay.
Range 3.
He does have the shot. You were right.
Focus.
Spin the focus, yeah.
For 2, no crits.
Yeah.
He's fine.
3s.
Oh, did they
No shots
Concordia?
for Laurier. So
Oh,
cute.
no. Fen's gone.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought we saw a kill shot.
I was-
Sorry, guys. We had cookie time.
Yeah, we're concentrating on cookies.
Spend it. Force for 3.
Takes 2.
That's 2 onto Tomax.
Yep. No crits. That was from Kio's concussion
and
missile
face,
shot.
Let's start with points. I'll get 7, so I'm at 10.
Concordia,
It's 5 off
Concordia
5,
does work
5,
front arc, but
twice,
not at range 0.
Yep.
7. Yep.
So
And
we
then
get
you
1 objective
got
point
one
for
more for
Josh,
Great.
Yep.
and then 2
10 to 6.
for Amy.
10-6 block. Good round for Andrew block.
Certainly. Tomax isn't in a great spot, but he's going to make sure that Luke is not going to be in a great spot. Continued. But certainly losing Fen is a big loss.
Yep. Asking a lot out of Han.
Eventually, Luke will get to join the fight again. Not saying that he wasn't. He did actually take a shot this last round, but didn't really get to capitalize on it.
Yeah, Merrick's just going to run away the rest of the game. Right? 3 hard, 5 straight.
You could 3 hard. You could
I would have Laurier 2 hard down, go for the bottom crate, just like pile on points, right?
Well, that's not a bad call.
Because you know you're probably just expecting to kill Han. I just don't know if you really can do
So
that.
with Merrick, you could 3 Talon to get facing in the right direction, and just hope that Luke doesn't get a lucky crit on you. But that way you're back in the fight.
I'm in preservation mode if I'm Andrew Block. I'm just running away like a coward.
I mean, that's fair. Doing a 3 hard and focus, you're maximizing your chances of not taking a crit.
Because then you dare Luke to follow you. You're flying a 4-point ship with 4 health, 3 agility. He's running away from you.
Yeah.
And that's the worst case is that he's following you. Best case, you just farm that point for 3 or 4 more rounds.
But I like it. Well, and then if you go that way, and like you said, if you have Laurier come down, have him do a 3 hard and boost towards the objective, he can pick that up soon, and then you got 3 potential passive
Indeed.
points gatings.
It's munch time. Delicious cookie. You know what they should do? They should make a cookie cereal. Doesn't that sound like an idea?
Yeah. Have you heard of something called a Cookie Crisp?
Cookie crisp. A cookie crisp.
Indeed, Fisherborn. They are Stanakoskis. Cookskis. There we go. Marking Luke. It looks like he's dropping a Luke is dropping a bomb, but he's not.
Run, Luke, run. Do we still make cookie crisp? Is the water wet?
Yes, they indeed do make Cookie Crisp. The dog has changed. When I was younger, he was a pudgy little dog with a little bandit mask, but now he is a svelte, long-haired dog.
Fascinating. Matt is able to eat the cookie in a way that looks like very artistic.
Yeah. I incidentally bit it into a yen or a yang. So Kiyomenze just did another side sloop, regaining that force, just saying, hey, I'm going to remain on target.
Yep. Kyo is just such a probably great. I think maybe the best 3-point option.
I mean, it's a very tough to hit.
Yeah,
Like-
I really like Tomax. Either Tomax at 3 points as well, but Kyo is you do not feel like you can take Kyo off the board nearly as easily as you can with the bombers.
So there's that 3 hardened boost towards the bottom of the board.
Yep, going for the crate next turn. 2 bank,
Very good
3 bank
chance.
gets you there.
Luke turning away. Now I'm really thinking that he should have done the Talon with Tomax, or not Tomax, Merrick, because if Luke's not threatening you,
Yeah. And that's another ion bomb, right? That's
Yeah.
there.
Dragoon Guitar, maybe the 2 best 3-pointers with Hull. Yeah, I really liked Hull Oaken when he first came out. I don't fly as
Holokin's
much
not
as
really
I-
getting played much anymore.
No.
Well, that
But-
Brendo, that is Brendo, did well with Holokin.
Yeah, back when he was first dropped, I think he might have been 4 points, and he was, and I used him then. Him dropping down to 3 points, that's a solid buy.
Yeah,
An
for sure.
APT that can get double modded and reload itself, fantastic.
Pretty good. The only downside is I4. You get shot at twice, you're dead.
Yeah, I think we're slowly leaning away from if you're not I4 or up, you're boned. But that was definitely the start of this
Yeah.
latest meta was
But it depends
very
on
initiative dependent.
the archetype of your list. I really. But I guess the upside is that, yeah, if you do lose Hull, you don't feel bad. It's so cheap, so cheap.
Yep.
Everyone forgets about Ezra. I know Ezra's always been great, too. Except when I play him against Matt and he one-shots me from downtown.
Twice.
When I have an evade into force.
2 different games. That was rough, man.
Yep.
It was like,
We're just trying to play a casual game, too. I'm like, wow, all right. That's cool. One of us won't have fun tonight.
and that was during the middle of the the draft games where both of us were just sucking it up. So I was just dogpiling onto you.
Yeah, it was a good time. Good time for my X-Wing career. Gotta not focus evade, no jitter, so perceptive co-pilot there.
Yeah, he probably clips Tomax with his shot, but definitely has a decimator shot. They picked up the ion too soon.
We can, yeah. That's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's be responsible. I did too hard.
They're dialing it back to find out where exactly it was.
And I did a 1 straight on
Definitely
the
way
wrong.
off.
Now it looks very out. Yeah, I think so.
Not very,
That
but
was-
it is.
Yeah.
It
Man,
was
could have won bank the other way.
Han
Very
got bumped.
Would have been Jeeks.
All right, so Luke gets ionized again. Would have been a bummer if Han. Actually, yeah, I mean,
Han would have been kind of okay with it.
yeah, I'm like, maybe
It's like I focus anyway, and I was probably going to do one
Yeah.
bank or 1 straight. Han,
what did Rack do for an action?
1 straight and probably cleared the console fire. Well, no, that
No,
crow token's
rotate.
still
I
there.
think was it a rotate?
I think he was already facing side to side.
Wow, he's allowing Joshua to get lots of damage into Rack. Because Han next turn could just too hard. You could get him down quickly. He's not reinforcing.
It does look like the console fire was turned down.
Okay.
But it left the and that's what Star says.
Just in range 2. Yep.
Thank you, Star, for
3 and
backing up
2
my
then.
thoughts.
Star
I was like, oh, it's clearly out. Clearly I'm wrong.
All right, so first shot. Han, range 2 into Tomax Bren, who still has a crate, it looks like. Oh, he's going to Han. There's a crit, though.
Can knock that crate off.
And
Will Rock
goodbye.
knock that crate off.
Great.
Takes 1
Chris
crit.
Allen going to be jettisoned.
That is a...
We'll just do as far.
I can't
I guess
read
over
that.
here.
Is it loose stabilizer?
Yeah, I did a bad job of tuning in at the right time for that.
Just a tiny bit in. Yep. Looks good. And then distant. Range 3.
Love this rack evade die.
Ability.
Needs 3. Oh, that's a good start. 3.
Oh, wow. Yeah, good
Rack
dig.
60.
taking 2. Okay, Rack down to 5 now.
5 left.
So damage
My
cards
fives?
surrounding Merrick Steel at the bottom of the board right now.
Sorry, my 5, but nothing for me.
Yes.
What happens when you overlap a damage card?
You repair it.
Alex out to me.
I think just out, yeah.
So Max, no shot.
Here, rack range 3 back to you.
All right, so Rack taking a shot back into Han for
Nothing.
1. Han is fine. Double evades like an ace. So now, I think the question now becomes: do you have Keo pursue? You have Keo turn towards Rack, Han turn towards Rack, and you go full pursuit. Keo and now 2 crits. Wow. Tomax taking
Stunned.
stun pilot and
Console fire.
console fire.
Okay.
Oh, is that 6? No, it's 5.
Yep, 1 left.
What was the other ones then? Console.
It was loose stabilizer.
Okay, you got it. I was like looking at the bottom 2 first.
1, 2, 1.
1 to 1.
So now Tomax, another 3 points out there for Joshua to grab.
It was
on one
stunned,
hole.
loose stabilizer, and
Stun, loose, and console fire.
yes, that was it.
It's stunned, loose stabilizer, console on.
Boom.
There you go.
All right, as we head to round 5, 28 minutes left. This game getting tight.
Yeah, I think you just have Keo. Oh wait, she didn't spend her force, did she? Or they?
11-7
So you can't
after
side flip.
objectives.
Just have Keo do a 1 hard towards the center of the board and just threaten Tomax. And could probably take Tomax out.
Overlap damage card. You take the card on that card. Nice. 71 people watching here. Top 4 game or coverage of Crossroads Classic, the biggest event 312 Squadron has streamed ever. 48 people.
Congratulations.
3 invites. Thank you. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Dragonfall, our first Dragonfall was the first time we've ever streamed an event outside of the city. Then when we come back a year after we did our fundraiser goal for commentary with all the equipment to do commentary at Dragonfall again, and then we get to do our biggest event to date with all of that equipment. So
awesome.
Crossroads is pretty cool. Mark reached out to me and said, hey, we really enjoy what you do and the way the stream looks, and we'd love to have you. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm very flattered. Thank you. But only on one condition. Matt Carey must be there.
And I said, no way. And then
we got
Nick
him a
was
limousine.
Like, I'll pay for your food. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Matt's an easy man to please.
Feed me, Siebel.
Ladies, he's single. So am I. We're the real deal over here, the complete package.
So what I'm thinking is you do a 3 hard with Merrick down in the corner, and well, that won't quite put you to where you can't target lock Han, but just focus and try and.
Sad Keo wants vectored cannons. That might be an unpopular opinion. I'm not sure I would put vectored cannons on Keo.
I think Keo's fine just doing the 1 hard. Can probably get some good shots into Tomax if Tomax does anything somewhat fast. Accidentally dialed in the 2 hard.
On the dial.
Does he stay on?
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What do you have flown off the board?
I don't know. It's quite tight down there at the bottom. So
that was nice of Joshua.
Way,
yeah,
it was very nice.
I wouldn't know anything about the feeling of misstyling the wrong. You were waiting for me to say that.
I wasn't gonna say anything about.
Luke is strangely in a similar spot to where mine was when I played you at top 4 and dialed in the wrong maneuver.
Finally out of.
Here comes Luke. No longer getting ionized next turn.
Thank goodness, no more ion bombs, no Connor.
And you can grab a crate next turn. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Imagine never being stressed for your side slips. Mind is blown.
Just a slight bump into Keo there.
How are you? So with vectored cannons, how are you never being stressed with your side slips when you do a red boost?
Because you can't do a red boost. Well, you can.
But vectored cannons, it's like system phase. You can do a red boost.
Yeah,
right?
it would be
or
red boost
rotate.
first, and then you couldn't do.
Yeah, how can you side slip and clear your and not?
Well, you
stressed?
can, but you just won't clear your stress.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what that means then. I am confuzzled. Oh man, rack.
Committing. He wants to shoot somebody.
I assume that's a reinforce. Has to be, right?
Say that.
That way, I assumed he reinforced. Just a little bit of a glare.
Yeah, it's
there.
a little glare. Yeah, it's a reinforce. We got enough of a shadow there. Still has that crit token that isn't a crit token.
Josh is a solid dude, not liquidy or gaseous.
Yeah, no. I tend to be a mixture.
Oh, let's see a doctor about that. Or maybe that's just biology.
Raiders Han.
Yes.
So you take a damage or lose focus.
Take damage.
All right, so Han taking
we'll do
a Vader
the
damage.
range 1 at rack first.
Here we go, range 1 at Rear Admiral Chiranu. Down to only 5 right now, guys.
No dice.
There's the dice.
Oh.
Hung
Might as well
that.
spend it.
Oh,
That's,
I
yeah,
should
he already
save for
did.
defense.
oh, he already
That's
did
fine.
the
Oh,
Han.
that doesn't take a damage.
Yeah, no damage. That's a rough one.
Wow.
Just stand in the Tomac.
Oh, yes.
He's saving a focus for
Free range
defense.
3.
But he has 2.
Yep.
He would have gotten a crit through.
No.
Huh.
Another.
Focus
Better
is
shot.
2.
That could get rid of Tomax for you.
Spin 6.
Nope. Tomax
Not
lives.
today. Had to spend the focus though. Oh, but not getting that crit into. Wow, weird.
Tomax. Range 0.
Range 0 at Keo.
Nothing. Rack range 1.
Yep.
See how Rack does. Gets that free
Rack
crit
ability.
conversion.
Oh man,
Nice.
much better dice for Andrew.
Gonna re-roll that.
Focus.
So
3 shields.
Shields down now on Han. Wow. Again, you should have spent one of your focuses to get that
Keo.
crit through.
Yeah.
Range
Could
3
have been a
at
weapons
Rack.
failure, blinded, whatever. Keo range 3 into rack. For 2, guaranteed 1.
Takes 1.
Yep, takes 1. Down to 4.
Warrior.
Oh,
Oh,
have we done your 5s yet?
yes, yeah.
Console here.
Oh, console fire. Yeah. Good call. Only put a
Oh
crit
yeah,
mark
this
out
matters.
again.
He's on
Oh,
1.
Yeah.
You're good.
Could this kill
Oh,
Tomax?
Nope.
He's safe.
Oh no.
Another day.
Warrior. Nothing.
Okay.
So 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
12 to 8. As there are 7 points of rack on 4 hole right now. 7 points of Han on 8. Keo, untouched, in pursuit of Rear Admiral Chirnu, and there is a big debris in the way right there, right? Is that right? I think
Yes,
so.
that is a debris. Will Hagwood, Merrick has not shot the procket yet.
Yeah, Merrick's been in. He's been in objective duty, going the other way, just to make sure he keeps, pace with gritting points.
Now, do you send Laurier south to get pick up objective duty too, or do you commit him in to try and do damage?
Okay, so let's take a look again at our spread here, the game state. I've been playing a lot of Empire. I like salvage with my Imperialist. I think Andrew doesn't mind it either. It's actually Andrew's favorite scenario. Tomax on 1 hole, I do think you have to rethink, maybe bringing in the cavalry a little bit. So
I think Tomax is dead next turn no matter what.
Yeah,
because
right.
Luke's turning in.
Exactly, right? So I think Laurier might actually need to try to do something before. If Tomax was in a little bit better shape, then you maybe spend a turn getting the crate and then going in.
Yeah.
Merrick's in a position where he can 2 bank and kind of bank again the next turn, but this is going to be probably 3 turns until Merrick's actually like a threat of any kind. So right now, I think the situation favors Joshua, even though he's down right now by 4 points. But Rack is right there and bleeding. 3 points of Tomax is right there and on 1.
Tomax is going to bite it fairly shortly. Luke's either going to pick up the objective and try to kill him, or he's going to target lock and kill him. Both are not the wrong answer. And then the Rack's looking at that debris. I don't think there's any way he doesn't hit that debris.
Yeah, the debris is going to be. He could try to just no matter what you do, right? Like you force straight to just shoot past Keo, but then Han's like, great, thanks. I'm shooting, like you have nothing to defend yourself with.
Yeah, and then you also have if Keo's being clever, Keo can block. And I think that's what you do with Keo here. I think you do a 2 hard and then see whether that blocks the 3 bank or the 4 straight. And if you can block both of those.
You got to love, too, that Luke is right there as well. So what Luke can do is he can take a lock on Tomax, but then if he decides, I'd rather shoot at Rack, he's got his force for his mods for attacking. He can have 2 to 3 shots into Rack. Should be enough. Should be.
Yeah.
Knock on wood for Joshua's sake, but.
Looking at Joshua's win condition, if he kills Rack and Tomax, that's 10 points. And then he has 1 objective point. So that puts him at 19. So if Luke picks up the objective and can kill Tomax. I'm saying if both happen in the same round.
Yeah, I think, Luke, maybe if Luke 3 hards, I think a 1 hard does put him too far away from these. So maybe you 2 hard and then 1 straight the next turn and then you can grab it. I think you will still be within range.
Honestly, I just look at the win condition of you have Keo score a point this round, score a point next round. That puts you. That's 10 points, and then you kill Rack and Tomax. That's your 20.
Yeah, let's see. I think that's the call.
You don't worry about Luke picking up the objective. So I think Andrew would be hard pressed to get the points out of the list. He can pick up potentially 3 objectives, but even 2 turns of 3 objectives doesn't get the win. He's going to have to kill something.
Yep.
Keo with the 2 bank. Probably just pick up and invade.
2 bank. Okay.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a blocking move.
It'll block a 3 bank, but not the 4.
Laurier, yep. Laurier, the cavalry will come in and help. Gonna have to focus boost. You can't afford to lock here. You are very one-shottable.
Got Pollard Radio in the chat.
Andrew, what's up? Saying, let's go, Andrew.
It's Andrew solidarity. You like to see that.
Yeah, it's all with Andrew. He knows Velvet Buddha. What's up, Andrew Block? Shout out, or Andrew Block, Andrew. I got it. All the names confused. Andrew Kuba, Andrew Block, Andrew Lippins, all the different Andrews that I know.
Yeah.
Andrew Kuba, producer of the 312 Squadron podcast. Next episode comes out tomorrow.
Is that episode 3?
Episode 4.
4.
Exclamation point podcast. If you want to get a couple of links, we're on Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon, Zencaster,
OnlyFans.
and OnlyFans. Our podcast is on OnlyFans.
All right, so we got a 3 bank that will block Rack onto the debris. I said 3 bank. That's 3 hard. There's an Andrew Courser. Does he play X-Wing? I really think there should be the Andrew off at maybe at like Worlds.
They did that at Gen Con.
Oh, they did? Oh. I just lost audio. Why are you playing with the cord?
I thought I lost it, and then we really lost it. I don't know, man.
Courser tried to get his brother to play. I understand that. I had a friend Adam that I really tried to get to play. He was not having it.
It's like, no. I hate this.
That was
another damage. 3 hull.
Rack not looking so hot. Oh. So Luke did do the 2-hearted and did grab the objective. So
block.
There's a potential.
An Andrew block, as they say.
Shut up. That was actually a good one. I'm annoyed that I laughed.
Okay, red focus. I believe might bump.
Oh, no, did he turn? Why did he turn? He should have banked.
I'm kind of confused about that as well, but that's fair. I mean, he
moves him. Yeah,
so
he
just
bumped.
a little bit back, and you can slide here.
So range 0 shots. Should still be enough. Rack doesn't have a reinforce.
So
he can still Vader though, and I guess he just Vader Han again.
I suppose, yeah.
Because it's not like you're shooting.
Yeah.
And start.
So, Pollard Radio, the Andrew Bowl is always a good time. If I'm ever around and you need a judge, I would love to judge the Andrew Bowl.
Andrew Bowl. Loser, it becomes Drew.
Yeah, you got Andy, you're Drew. There's only one true Andrew.
Right.
All right, so we're measuring to see who.
Actually, I don't want to start with Tomax. I want to start with Rack.
Does it matter?
Shooting at Rack first. Oh, that's not bad.
Takes a crit.
Yeah, Rack's not rolling any dice.
Crit, hit crit, barely there. Keo might put him out.
And then best stand into Tomax.
Stun pilot.
And see you later, Tomax. Down goes Tomax.
Takes 2 and dies. So that's
Joshua climbing up. About to climb massively ahead. Luke must have
Keys.
grabbed the objective, huh? He did, yeah.
Then
Yep.
you're 5.
I'm down to 5. Yep, my
Luke's
5.
gonna have a shot into rack.
Yep.
And I'm going to give you.
Range 3.
You're going to be at 11 now? What's that? You're going to be at 8, 9, 10, 11, right?
Okay. Range 3 into rack.
Okay,
Yep,
bye rack.
That's rack, and that is the game. Because Luke and Keo will score a point each.
Unless, Laurier knocks off Keo's crate.
That's
the
is
only-
a very good point,
Yeah, but that would be it. And he's checking for
Merrick.
Merrick first.
But Keo range 3 with an evade enough force. That's gonna be a tough shot at Han.
It was
anyway.
at Han anyway, so just kind of,
Han
that's it.
takes 1. And then we got 2 points for the Rebels.
And there's the handshake. Congratulations to Joshua, who wins. Looks like it would be the final score 20 to 14.
Yep,
Did we
that's
get
what I got.
14?
I don't know.
I think it's 20 to 12.
Well, he scored 12 points last round, and he's got Laurier and
Laurier doesn't have one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's where I messed up.
20 to 12. Okay.
13.
To 13.
They haven't scored the.
Yeah, got it.